thank you for sharing so much of that story and your vulnerabilities and the twists and turns. And do you think, looking back though, just as much as that's been something that for you has been like a nagging, like the devil uses that to say like, oh, see Bianca, they were right. See Bianca, whatever, but that it was maybe even necessary for you to kind of have that shut door to trust God? Like, cause I mean, we all have our own kind of versions of that. And I'm sure that in some ways was kind of designed by God to get you to trust him fully, right?
And you want to know something? It more than trust, it was almost, I'm going to be cautious with my words because I don't want it to feel like God is playing some game. I don't feel like God's playing a game, but it was almost for me to really fight for whether or not I'm called. With every door slammed in my face and people who I really respected telling me that I'm not cut out for this. I actually wrote about this in a book that I wrote called Grit Don't Quit. And the reason why I included this story is because 10 years ago in Knoxville, Tennessee, I had two people who I believe had the best of intentions. They really just wanted to speak truth to my life, but they basically told me that I'm not cut out for this, that I am charismatic and entertaining, but I'm not formally trained, and that I would probably be better served making YouTube videos.
Wow.
That's nice. Thanks for that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dang.
And I have probably like a dozen more of those stories. And really walking away from the shut door from seminary, the conversation in Knoxville, starting the church. And I'm not talking about like people I don't know, like people I'm close to, people I know who have said, you're not called to this. And really feeling like, okay, I trust you. I'm not called to this. But then once again, just, I can't explain it other than the Spirit of God picking me back up and saying, you're not looking for man to validate you. The Spirit of God is with you and has called you. And so I just have to be obedient. And I know it doesn't make sense to everyone.
Yeah.
Sometimes, if I'm honest, it doesn't make sense to me, but I'm just in a season of extreme obedience. Eugene Peterson says that it's long obedience in the same direction.
Yes.
That's following Jesus. And that's where I find myself every single Sunday when I stand up and preach the word of God.
Yeah.
So good.
Well, and even how beautiful it is that God sent you a husband who so quickly and immediately was like, you're anointed.
Yeah.
And even if other voices weren't saying that, one of the most important voices speaking life and encouragement. And that's so special.
It is. It has been. It has been.